Is it your first sailing trip, or have you done sailing before?
The longest. It's the longest.
It's the longest sailing trip, but we sailed before.
Yeah. But it's the first time with renewable stuff on board. Because this winter we refitted the boat, so we threw out the old diesel engine. We had since the boat is from the 17th, and since then it was an old diesel engine, but this didn't work properly anymore, and we knew when we want to make this longer trip that we don't want to burn diesel for it. Okay. And then we started to think about how to deal with it otherwise, and now we have instead of the diesel engine, this electric engine with 2 kilowatts, and the impressive thing was that this, I think, weighs about 17 kilograms, and the old diesel engine that was in here weighed more than 100 kilograms, but it had about the same power to move the boat. And that was pretty good, because then we could put in batteries here that also weigh a bit. Yeah, we can show them to you as well. So that and those store all the energy or the electricity that is coming in from the renewables. Yeah.
So which sources do you use? I can see you have a wind turbine.
We have the wind turbine. Then on top of the boat there are 2 solar panels. Okay. A peak capacity of 80 watts.
What is the capacity of that?
350 watts, and it starts at 3 meters per second. At 12 meters per second, it reaches long enough. And then we have a hydro generator. This is here in the back. Lift it a bit. Lift it, and then we have to. I can lift it a little bit. Yes.
Is it a prototype, or is it already sold and used by many sailors? Or
it is already used by many regatta sailors. So
racing sailors.
Okay.
Use it for crossing the Atlantic or something like this, but not usual in a yacht sports.
And how many watts it gives?
500.
500?
500.
But then you have to reach a lot of speed, so 8 knots, I think.
Okay.
And that's not what we reach often.
And when we are sailing close to the wind, then this makes most of the electricity, and it's kind of a good combination, because when we are in the harbor it doesn't do anything, but then if there's wind, also in the harbor the windmill is doing something, and the solar panels. So it's good to have the combination of them. In former times, when we got to the harbor, we usually switched on the engine before. The diesel engine. It was most of the time, but most people also do, to go by engine into the harbors, because you can't start it that quickly, so it has to run already. And now we are doing more and more by sailing, because we can the electric engine you can have in standby kind of that you immediately can use it, but it doesn't use any electricity before, and then you just have the security if something happens, but you can improve that technique kind of the sailing technique. And it's also we learned that it's you do it much more together with the wind when you do it by sail, because it always has an influence on you. Also when you go by engine, the wind pushes you somewhere, but you don't think with it when you're running with the engine.
Not so much like when you do it.
Yeah.